We come to you live today from the Mi Prefecture in the south of Japan's Honshu Island for a race that has seen many title deciders over the years. Some simple, some controversial, but all contributing to a legacy that makes the Japanese Grand Prix an indispensable stop in any Formula One season. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. And the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Ayrton Senna yesterday puts him on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri and Häkkinen, Russell, Norris, Ocon and Nico Hülkenberg, Albon, Bortoleto, Carlos Sainz and Antonelli, Aaron, Hadjar, Lance Stroll and Ollie Behrman, Gasly, Alonso, Lawson and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Glorious Suzuka. It's a bit like Silverstone, an iconic track for which we couldn't have an F1 season without it. And so much for the drivers to think about round here.
Absolutely, Crofty. The only figure-of-8 circuit that we have on the calendar, and you kind of wonder, why don't we have more? Because it's such a good format. The drivers love this track. It's got a great flow to it, a fantastic circuit. Not the best for overtaking, but my goodness, from inside the car, it's a real treat for the drivers.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Can now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 14.1 seconds.
Okay, well, thanks, mate.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Don't forget, box this lap. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Fernando is in for his stop. The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.3 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 30.4 seconds. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.7 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. green flag. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Not the result we wanted, but let's keep pushing as we're going in the right direction.
And this is an emotional moment as the crowd rise once more to congratulate your winner, Ayrton Senna.
Well, they were clearly at one with their car today, Crofty, out there. New regulations, of course, for this season. And you can tell that they've done their homework. They've studied, they've put probably a lot of time in the simulator, worked well with their engineer. And, I mean, they were absolute joy to watch out there today. They really were.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.